Hey, what's up, everybody? Before I show you guys this awesome $5 Colecovision haul, I didn't lowball this person. They just happen to be really friggin' good at negotiations at yard sales, man. He knows how to play the game. As I've had him show up one time at a yard sale, and the guy had video game stuff, and we both left happy as hell. He just knows how to negotiate and not just outright lowball somebody, which I don't like lowballing people. I wouldn't want to have that done to me. So that's the situation here. And sometimes he gets his stuff for free. So he's lived here a lot longer than I have. He used to be the local barber, and he had video games stuff, I guess, in his barber shop. He had retired after I met him, so I don't know how long he did that for. But yeah, that's what I remember from some of the local people that live here that used to get their hair cut. You have like Nintendo's hooked up or whatever that they can play while they're waiting. So, also this stuff that he had listed, he does not have a ColecoVision system, so there was no way he could test it, and he didn't want to sell stuff and then have somebody get upset and find out later it doesn't work, and then have to go through all the BS of exchanging it back, refunds, whatever. He wants this stuff working when he sells it. So I was taking kind of a chance, even at $5. So I'm thinking I did good, really freaking good. It was pretty dusty, dirty, so I didn't know if anything was going to be messed up inside on these things or not. But I'm thinking all the dust was just to the outside. As I did open up the one thing that really caught my eye on Craigslist when he posted it, the thing I really wanted, and it was in good shape, inside and out. Looks like it didn't get used much. So, on with the show. And I have not outright tested any of this stuff yet, so I'm going to do that tonight. I'm just assuming everything's going to work. It's in too good a shape. Anyways, one super action controller without the extension grip. Say, man, good shape. Cleaned up really nice. All the buttons feel good on it. The joystick still feels good. Rubber housing around it, gasket, whatever, is in one piece. So I don't think any of this stuff got played on much. Another one here with the grip extension. Same thing, really good condition. Which there still could be a problem, is these things can be faulty. There's parts inside that can break real easy if they were messed with a lot. I'm just hoping the person didn't play it much. This, I'm just assuming it looks okay inside. Is from what I can see through the cartridge slot, it's pretty damn clean, so I just gave it a wipe down, but I think I'll still open it up just in case. Otherwise, got an expansion module, one. Play Atari carts on the ColecoVision. Thing that I noticed, and I'm thinking this is a factory flaw, it looks like something just warped a little bit in the mold. Nothing to affect gameplay, but that little piece there between the two joystick ports, as you can see, it's pushed out a little bit. I think it's just a warp in the plastic. Like maybe it heated up wrong in the mold. Otherwise, damn good shape. Now this, wow. Just wow. Every time I've seen one, I've been beat to freaking shit. And this thing does take batteries. The battery compartment lid was always missing. And that's bad enough, as it's a weird kind of lid to where the batteries would have to literally be taped in place with like duct tape or something. They'd always be ones where they exploded and just got acid all over everything. This, clean, inside and out. Surprisingly clean. Especially when it comes to the stickers. And the stickers were all dusted up bad. But man, I just gave it a nice wipe down with Armor All. All the stickers look damn good. Anyways, got the expansion module 2, driving controller with the pedal. Say, man, beautiful. Really good condition on the stickers. And, pedal here. This is something, if you guys pick one of these up, definitely and carefully take it apart, as in hold it down a little bit, as it's got a pretty thick spring in there. Take out both of these screws and take a look at the little post that they go into. So the bottom one here, I'm going to have to glue it. It's just got a little bit of a split starting, which it's old, man, so it's going to happen. But yeah, just a little bit of super glue and then just a clamp on it and then just screw it back together. This is really freaking basic. I thought there'd be more to it, and basically it's just an on-off switch where it's got like a metal leaf in it, about the length of my finger. It's got one wire connected to it, and then there's another wire connected to a screw on top of the pedal, so when you push down on it, it just hits on that metal leaf and makes the car stop or go or whatever. So just off and on. Otherwise, good shape. Cord is in good shape also, which if you find one without this thing, see that? Like a little, I think that's standard for like a headphone jack for like a Walkman or whatever. Anyways, this plugs in right there. That is not for a power supply. And if you did plug in a power supply, I don't know what it'd do. Probably fry the thing, but yeah, just don't do it. That's what this for this. It just plugs in here. And this is just basically to turn this off and on. Hence, it does run on batteries. So you're making the car move in the game and supplying power to the steering wheel. Otherwise, still has Colecovision sticker on there, which it's trying to come off. So I'll just put a piece of clear tape over it, preserve it. Now, in opening this, I was expecting it to be like an adjustable pot for the steering wheel, kind of like the way they did the racing controllers for the Atari 2600, which looked like the tennis ones, but they could do a full 360. They don't have a stopping point. No, totally different. This is set up more like the same way the trackball works. It's just the trackball, you've got your four directions or whatever, and then it combines them to go diagonal or whatever. And then you got one wheel that spins, and then another wheel that spins that ball hits. Which, I don't know what kind of sensor it is. They're like a fan wheel. Just black plastic with slots or holes cut into it, and then there's a little sensor that's kind of not clamped on tight, but just loose over it. So I guess it's like zeros and ones. 0 off, 1 on. This is the same thing. If you open this up, on the bottom of the steering wheel, hence why it sounds like it's just plastic on plastic, like it's not hitting anything. It's got a big freaking wheel like that, and just one little clamp thing off to the side that has the sensor, and then a little circuit board. There's really not much to this that could break. It would have to be something where it got wet or dropped or stepped on or whatever. And hopefully those little electronics in it last. Is not much in the way of circuitry. There's like maybe 2 or 3 chips. It looked like some resistors and diodes and whatnot. I don't even think there was any capacitors in this. I don't know. I didn't look over the board too good. I just kind of opened it up, looked in it, looked okay, so I slapped it back together. But yeah, totally different on how you think it would work. $5 for everything, man. This is not the only time I've gotten an awesome deal from him. Speaking of $5, my big step stool is in. You can stand on it and use it as a freaking step stool, probably. Atari 800 computer from the 70s. For anybody who's opened up one of them things, it's like the original Atari Heavy Sixer, to where everything is encased in metal. Just more so. Freaking heavy ass computer. Anyways, I got one of them off of them for $5 because he didn't know anything about it, didn't know how to test it, and I just got lucky that it worked. It's this stuff. I'm sure it all worked, but a lot of times I'm taking a chance because sometimes it'll just be a pile of just stuff he couldn't get to work, and it definitely doesn't work. So it's just more spare parts from me. Oh, also, might as well show this. Another killer find here. Not all thrift stores do this, but maybe they caught on to it because Goodwill will do this, where they'll have just miscellaneous small toys, action figures, or just stuff that's maybe broken or whatever, parts and pieces, and just bag it up for like a cheap little grab bag for a kid. And it'd be like a couple dollars. Anyways, I've got another thrift store in town that is not Goodwill, hence $1 at most per bag, but usually 50 cents. Hence 50 cents for this bag of miscellaneous stuff. Anyways, look through them if you have a thrift store that does that. You never know what they're going to throw in it. I was just glancing through some of them and spotted this, and it's like, oh shit. Got Donkey Kong Country 2 for Game Boy Advance for less than 50 friggin' cents, hence there was other stuff with it. And I'm pretty sure this works. It's in really good condition. There's no corrosion or anything. So there you go, man. More work for you guys when you're hunting around at the freaking thrift stores. They got a big freaking bin, and they'll just throw in bag after bag after bag after bag of stuff. And I went through about half of it. I was starting to hurt because I got chronic back problems. So it's like I can only lean over or get down on the floor for a certain period of time. But I went through most of it. And when it comes to action figures and stuff like He-Man stuff, I have found stuff like that through those bags. Or one time I found some vintage Transformers for next to nothing, going through their little bags of stuff for kids. So, it is half price day tomorrow at my Goodwill, so I may get out, may not. I did a lot of walking today, and sometimes the way my chronic pain hits me, it'd be when I get up out of bed, my feet or back would be killing me. It's like it just builds up and then decides, F you, you fat bastard, you're not going anywhere today. It's pretty much chronic pain, man. It can just hit at any time. So I did get out and do some running around. But if I do get out tomorrow, hopefully I'll catch them like I have before, where they're bringing out stuff to load up on the shelves. That seems to be the only way I get any really good deals at Goodwill anymore, is when they're bringing it out. Or if it's just something nobody else knows what the hell it is. So, we'll see. I may have another vid for you guys. Otherwise, it may not be until next weekend. Have a good one, everybody. Hope you guys are finding stuff. Can't just be me, man. I can't be the only one. I got enough things that I subscribe to on Facebook for different game groups, man. There's always somebody finding a kick-ass deal. So they're out there to be found, man. You just got to do a lot of hunting sometimes, which it seems to be a lot more. Bigger guns, I don't know. Whatever works for you. Later, everybody.